Take a deep breath in with me. Deep, deep, deep. Challenging your human, kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine. Exhale completely. Again. Deep breath in, deep, deep, deep. Challenging your human, kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine, and release. Now type pound or hashtag 1111 in the comments. That is the opening of the spirit realm, and it gets you ready to receive your spiritual guidance. So let's get straight to it. The moment you feel excited about your manifestation, about your spiritual gifts, about the goals that you are achieving, your aspirations, about life, be careful who you tell. When you share your breakthrough too soon, especially with someone who does not carry the same frequency, you risk leaking your power. You literally give your power away. And you don't even know their intentions. And this includes your family. This includes loved ones. This includes your significant other. This includes the one that you are being intimate with. This includes your parents. This includes your grandparents, your siblings, your children, your besties. This includes your coworkers. This includes business partners. You name it. This includes everyone. Remember, when you speak of the blessing that you're working on, when you are in the process of walking towards and collapsing time for that manifested outcome, your desired reality to hit the third dimension called life in this physical plane, you are welcoming that very person and anyone they choose to share it with, anyone that is in their frequency, anyone that is on their level into your blessing. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of intention. And we're talking from the lowest of the low to the highest of the high. But how do you know? You don't know. Everyone is not going to be on the same frequency. And so be careful about who you share your power with. You are just in divine alignment. And it feels really good. I mean, you feel above the world in that moment because you know you just took a step up. You just took an inkling up the escalator. You took a step up the ladder to the next floor, to the next level. You are on the staircase now. And it feels really good. And you should want to celebrate. You deserve it. All of the pain and trauma and difficulty and the leaps of faith it took to get up that one stair, you saw the sign. You heard the message. You received it, and then you got confirmation once you took that step. You felt that manifestation pulling closer into your physical reality. And then what happened? In your joy, you ran to someone you trusted. You were still feeling that elevated, ascended, divine, lofty, omniscient, godly power surging within you. You felt the Holy Spirit. and you began to share it with someone you trusted in that moment, and they shut it down. Comment and let me know if you've ever experienced that. I know I have. In the moment of telling someone near me, and they give me the reaction of the look on their face is nothing supportive. The jealousy you see in their eyes. The corners of their mouth turn down after becoming just linear. And then you see the frown begin to appear. You see the struggle of them not being able to support what you just said, what you just shared. This is your blessing. And instantly, what happens, spiritual superstar? You regret it. Their face twisted, their eyes darted, they couldn't even look at you. They say, oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. Or they get quiet. Or worse, they laugh at you. Tell you that's silly. Well, I don't see how you're going to do it. They say something negative. Or they change the subject. Or give you that fake, smile, energy. Or they make it about them. That's when the test begins. Can you master your emotions enough to pull back your power in real time? Now that's a challenge. But you can do this. And guess what? You must. Because you are manifesting something extremely special and important. What you're manifesting is going to help not only you, but those around you in your field, in your atmosphere, in your quantum segment of your field, your energetic field and space, meaning your family, clients that you don't even know yet, partners, associates, customers. So many people are going to be blessed by you. And so we are charged in that moment of making that mistake to pull back our power in real time. Can you recognize in the moment that you just dropped your vision into a low frequency field? And you must now reclaim it? That moment of disappointment, of regret, of wishing you hadn't shared it. That is your soul. That is you warning yourself. That is divine source inside of you warning you, the soul. Be silent. This is not the soil for your seed. I remember when I shared that I had tapped into the next level of my calling. I shared it with a colleague. And I remember the look on her face. And then I remember it just went blank. And then she got fidgety. Like she literally started tapping her hands, her foot, and started rubbing her face and was just fidgety. And what I felt was agitation, annoyance. And immediately I regretted it. And I realized when our eyes met, the look on my face was shock. Because the look on her face was, oh, okay, that's good. That's really nice. And that's the only time when she verbally responded because of the look on my face. And I remember when she responded in that way, I felt like she was just appeasing me, and she was uncomfortable with what I was saying, and therefore she was uncomfortable with my blessing. And I thought, Nikki, you messed up. I made a big mistake by telling someone who is not only against owning her own business, has no aspirations whatsoever outside of the comfort of a job. And me, I am completely the opposite in that way. Yet, this person continually, every day, multiple times a day, complained about her job, to the point of me having to buy earbuds so that I could tune her out and so that I could ignore her and be able to say, oh, I'm focusing on my work. I'll get back to you. To when she would come up to me and just start talking, I would have my earbuds in and I would say, oh, I didn't hear you. I would avoid eye contact. She had become that embroiled in the negativity that I just could not stand to be near her. And I would make every excuse to be near her. And yet, when I realized I reached the next level of my business, I shared it with her. In that moment, I ignored what I already knew, and I went with what I felt. And she was the first outlet that seemed pleasant, because when she came near me, she had a smile. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Is what she said. And so I shared what was going on. I feel wonderful. Oh my gosh. Can I share with you what just happened? And she's like, yeah, what happened, girl? What happened? And as soon as I did, her face went blank. And everything else that I had shared started happening. And so, in that moment, you have to take your power back. And I remember just saying, I shouldn't have told you. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I just shouldn't have told you. I think it's too soon. But thank you for listening. And I said, I got to get back to work. She was like, okay. Well, congratulations. And I just felt it was fake. And I just said, okay, Lord, I'm so sorry. I messed up. Thank you for showing me the light and for helping me get back my power. And so I sat there in silence, happier than happier could be. You know, it was amazing. And that moment didn't matter anymore. And the next week, she asked me, so how is everything going with your business? And I just said, wonderful. And left it at that. And I never shared anything else with her. Your emotions are not your enemy. They are the bridge between your vision and your reality. The people you share your blessing with don't necessarily have to be negative people. These are people you love, you admire, you appreciate. Your colleagues, your family, your folks, these are your people. But they do not need to have access to everything about you. That which you are manifesting needs to be the mystery about yourself. It's like excitement is powerful, right? It's out of this world. But unguarded excitement is dangerous. It is like building a house and leaving the door wide open at night. We don't just share out of joy. We often share out of validation seeking. And that's what I did. And I've done it plenty of times. But the truth is, you do not need anyone to approve what God has already told you. And remember, God lives inside of you. Honey, you are the creator of what you're manifesting, and you have already understood that it belongs to you. Therefore, it's calling you. You are God to that reality. You are the creator to that outcome. And so ask yourself, is this person going to build with me? Are they investing, advising, teaching, or co-creating? Do they have fruit in their own life that proves they understand my level? Are they on my frequency, or are they a test in my experience? And if not, they are not your sharing partner. They are your learning partner. They are your test. They are showing you that your vision must be protected. So you must always ask, are they on my frequency, or are they my learning partner? Are they my test that I must pass? So let's go deeper. Quantum physics has shown us that all potential realities exist simultaneously. Quantum physics has shown us that all potential realities exist simultaneously. That means your manifestation already exists in another dimension. Your manifestation already exists in another dimension. When you share it with someone operating in a lower vibration, dear love, that's fear, low vibration. That's jealousy, lower vibration. That's scarcity, lower vibration. Poverty mindset, lower vibration. Fixed mindset is lower vibration. Stuck in circumstances and not wanting to get out, lower vibration. Complacent, lower vibration. Filthiness, lower vibration. Chaos, lower vibration. Destructive, lower vibration. Low self-respect, low self-worth, low self-esteem, lower vibration. Lack of boundaries, lower vibration. No standards, lower vibration. Even standards lower than yours, lower vibration. And this could be your sibling, this could be your spouse, this could be blood family, this could be your closest friends. If their vibration is lower than yours, you must look at that, accept it, and pivot. You are anchoring your vision down into their energetic field. You will be literally shifting timelines by reaching to their disbelief. when you must elevate in order to collapse time and bring that which you are manifesting to you. You cannot go beneath and under. You cannot go behind and in the past. You cannot go under the third dimension. That's why you have to stay emotionally disciplined. You are not being fake when you say, I am a multi-millionaire while you are broke. You are not lying when you say, I'm in excellent health while your body is still healing and you're still feeling pain. You are collapsing time. And I need you to really see it with your mind's eye. That's why you don't see me in my videos often. I need you to see in your mind's eye. You are seeing the movie theater of your manifested outcome. You are in the movie theater of your mind's eye, and what's on the screen is your life, your truth. And so in this way, I hope that you know that it's helping you not be distracted. Because you are directing your human self with spiritual instruction. You are saying, walk this way. I know where we are going. Trust me. I need you to physically, verbally say that. Say it with your body. Let your human in on the process. Use your hands. Use your whole everything. Trust me. Walk this way. I know where we are going. Point to yourself. I know. That is a strong conviction. I know where we are going. And when you say we, you are saying to your human, your subconscious, that they are not alone. When everybody else abandoned your human, you are telling your human, I got your back. Because it is you that will save you. So how do we handle this in real time? The question is, so what do you do if you have already said too much? Because I've told you that I said it a lot of times. We get to make those mistakes, but what matters is, how do we handle it in real time? How do we do better? You pause. You smile. And you shift the conversation. What I learned to start saying, because I got sick and tired of myself sharing my business and receiving those responses like, yeah, I wish she would just shut up, or I just really don't care. And I started hearing that because I know my spiritual gifts, and I would hear through my clairvoyance, clairaudience, I would see them literally and hear them saying, I wish you just shut up. Oh my gosh, here she goes with that again. I really don't want to hear it. And I started saying immediately, Nikki, dang. You know, because they wouldn't be saying it through their human. I heard it and saw it spiritually in the moment. So I learned to say, actually, I'm keeping it quiet until everything is in motion. Actually, I'm good. I started saying, I trust it's already done, so I don't need to even talk about it. Thank you for asking. And then get back into my quiet and celebrate all inside of me. Fireworks will be going off, right? having your own party, the disco ball and everything. And literally I would see that in my mind's eye, celebrating with my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my ascended loved ones, the Most High. Oh my gosh, spiritual party for real. Then get back into alignment. Speak a divine reversal. I reclaim every word I spoke out of time. I reclaim it. Reclaim it. Because that belongs to you. Your power is in your words. I reclaim every word I spoke out of time. I call my manifestation back into its rightful field. You must be okay walking in silence. Let me say that again because it gets lonely at the top. It gets lonely when you are climbing up that mountain. It gets lonely when you are in that staircase behind the building because everyone else is taking the elevator and taking the wide open stairs so they could look at everybody else and people watch and everything else. And you're in the back in the closed off fire escape staircase because you are on a solo journey. You must be okay walking in silence. If it is not someone's pouring into your purpose, if it's not someone aligned with your future, let them stay in their own vibration, spiritual superstar. You are not being rude. You are being spiritually responsible. You are being grateful. You are being accountable. And you are being the leader to your human. You are holding to your spiritual value. You are showing up in your spiritual standard. You are showing your spiritual requirements for every relationship that you have and will have. And you are reclaiming your power. Master your emotions, and you will master manifestation. I need you to ask yourself these questions. I want you to pause this video, go back through it because there's a lot of information here that will help you move you to the next level of your manifestation and help you do it faster. The first reflective question is this, and be reminded, I advise my students to only reflect for 15 minutes. My coaching clients, 15 minutes tops. Don't stress out your human. I had clients that were told by people that didn't know what they were talking about, said coaches that just said they're a coach, they haven't been trained by anybody. And let me just share with you, I'm a National Medical Board certified health and wellness coach. I hold a doctorate's degree in organizational leadership. And I am founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy and Anré'V Consultants. An 8-figure comprehensive wellness firm with spiritual guidance, thank you, which is such a blessing. And if you haven't been sponsored, by the way, into our programs, send this video to your employer, leadership, doctor's office, wellness center today. Let's get you on board so that you can receive and let them sponsor you in for free and your employee benefits. But I had clients that were being told to meditate and to reflect, not even to reflect. I take that back, I'm sorry. but to meditate for 2 hours. They didn't even know to reflect. There was no reflection going on until they came to me. In Spiritual Superstar, you must reflect in order to ascend, in order to learn and grow. We learn and grow through reflection. We experience everything else. We meditate. We gain that knowledge, that spiritual guidance, but then we have to reflect in order to grow. So your reflection questions are this. Number 1, who do you need to stop sharing your visions with? Boom. I know that hit hard, because I feel like some of y'all is your own mama. It's someone that should support you, but they just can't. And so you're going to give them a pass and accept it and pivot. So who do you need to stop sharing your visions with? And reflection question number 2. Where are you still seeking validation? Where are you still seeking validation? Now, those 2 questions are intertwined. Answer them in your own space and time, but don't take a long time. Pause this video. Go back through it, but do it now. And don't take any longer than 15 minutes to reflect, write down what surfaces, pivot, and take it and move forward. I am Dr. Necole Anré'V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy and Anré'V Consultants, a comprehensive wellness firm. And if you have not been sponsored into our programs by your employer, leadership, doctor's office, or wellness center, please send them this video today. And I will see you in the next one.